Hi friends, I know it's been a while. I am at the gym getting ready to walk in, and it's early morning, and the time change is really throwing me off. But I thought I'd come on here and if my phone can stay still, share a few updates. I know I haven't been really consistent or been on much. Life is just so busy with work and life, senior year for my son, and when you're in prep, your hormones and everything are just weird. Life just gets weird. It gets hard emotionally. You don't realize how much your body needs the carbs and everything like that, just to have some energy and some emotional stability feeling. But I've been feeling okay lately. If I do a show on May 16th, that would make me about 10 weeks out. It's just so weird to say. I haven't said that. It feels like forever, years. Just hasn't really hit me yet. And I'm like, almost like, I don't need to, you know? I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm starting to phase out of the sport in a way. I don't know. I keep going back and forth sometimes as to what I really want and what it's just my body and mentality that just needs a boost. It's hard to tell anymore. So in those situations, I just keep going to plan and do my best to just put my feelings aside and my mind wandering and analyzing and trying to interpret. And I'm like, because that's just a lot of wasted energy. And I feel like, you know, God has a plan and he has a purpose. And the more you try to figure out what that is and try to like take control of that in a way, and even if you don't mean to take control, like you're just trying to be careful with your steps. Like, okay, I don't want to make a mistake of going this route or this route and it be the wrong one. I know I'm guilty of doing that at times. And so I'm just trying to remember that I need to give it to him, because that's where he's just going to carry me through. Pray and ask for guidance each and every day, multiple times a day if needed. Just guide my steps, Lord, because I know your plans are greater than mine. You know exactly the way you want me to go. I'm not going to worry about it, because there's no need to worry, because he's going to take care of it. So that's just kind of where I'm at. Diet wise, Shawn cut back, and we're kind of starting to do like a carb cycle. And it's tough. Still have it, my cheat meals are in once per week, which, you know, is that mental saving grace part, and then it gives me that boost of energy to get through the week. My gut health is kind of doing okay right now. He wanted me to start on sea moss gel, just to make sure to maintain a good system. And I was kind of weary at first because it seems like one of those marketing things on social media, trying to, you know. But if he says it, then it might actually be legit. It tastes awful, but it's like baby food. But it didn't even taste as good as baby food at all. It's just weird. But I'm doing it. I'm doing that. And, you know, I take a probiotic and all the goods. I mean, liver longer, liver support supplement. I always feel like that helps. I did also have to start DIM because my latest labs showed my estradiol was really high. And it's never really been that high. So everything else showed okay. Thyroid still kind of borderline, but it was okay. Iodine actually was pretty low. So the hormone specialist at Matrix Hormones and Shawn both agreed to start DIM. So I started 200 milligrams at night before bed. And I swear the first night I took it, I slept like a rock. So just trying to keep on that. And yeah, that's it. It's all just, you know, now I do cardio. My cardio just got increased to 5 days per week. It was at 4 days, and in the off season it was 4 days a week at 25 minutes. Then at one point it stayed like that, and then he increased it to 30 minutes. Then he increased it to 35 minutes. And then just this past week, he changed it to be 5 days a week for 30 minutes. Yeah, and just on training days, which is 5 days per week. And other than that, I think that's about it. I haven't been practicing posing much because I still had that really irritating pain in my low back on the left side by my hip and everything. And it really aggravates when I do the front pose. And I think it's because I'm hitting the front pose wrong for myself. And I don't have that internal rotation in my hip. I still have that lack of it. And you need that. So I try to stay on top of doing those internal, external rotation and all my other warm-ups and mobility stuff that I need to do. It's just a lot more than it's ever been, but I'm starting to adapt it more like normal. I will spend anywhere between 15-20 minutes warming up with all of that stuff before workouts. But I think it's helping. Last week, the pain just kind of finally stopped. I went to the chiropractor and he was like, your low back is perfect. Your pelvis is square. You've got full range of motion. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. So those are good things. Those are good things. So I'm just going to keep with that. One day at a time. You know, my weight's still pretty up, but the goal was always to, you know, lose about half a pound to a pound a week. And yeah, it was kind of doing that in the beginning, and then now it's kind of flatlined. So now that he increased cardio to 5 days and dropped food a little more, I'll probably be seeing a lot of changes starting to happen now. And I'll probably be dependent on caffeine a little bit more. I started back on a pre-workout, which I really haven't had a pre-workout in an extremely long time. I would just drink a cup of coffee and go in, and but now I need it. It's when, like, in the off season, like, I don't really need it. I think it's overkill when I have too much caffeine and my nervous system's just nuts. But when you start being stripped of that carbohydrate energy, like, I think your body takes on the this form a lot better. So anyways, just wanted to share that update. I gotta go in now and get started. Have a great day. I'll update soon.